Oholle Democrat sawan talboye US President in Thanan hun atam to box silo Joe Biden hi mitam takin akum upat to baka aril ruang ai to na te hi adu ang thalin amang tha thei to lo tin mitam takin an soi sel ani Republican ho chau Donald Trump Paul telam chawin an soi sel lawa an mani Democrats ho ngei poin an soi sel na sa ani ti chuanin pressure adong na sa atopa chuanin Joe Biden hi presidential race sa tangin and drop the top mayani hetiang ani hi chuanin Donald Trump chak na chance kha aron sang ta tiala mania ka hlum an tumatang phei kha chuanin Republican hawan tang rual na sa to mai sia heng ringot awang po hianin Donald Trump hi mitam tak chuanin achak tura an ngai to top mayani hei hi engtin tak nge Joe Biden hi presidential race atanga an pai na chanti hi Wall Street Journal YouTube channel ai henin an posa hi hisap tro inaron soidona ka thiam ang dan ang angin mizo tro inaron lele don yo an rie khawang to na
monumental political implosions in American history, President Biden has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race.
America political history apo thil la thing zen lawani hetianga presidential candidate ni tura om chho char atop dona han drop le ta ka himon pai le ta hi.
The decision came weeks after a disastrous debate performance triggered a wave of panic among fellow Democrats.
Debate an ne ni Donald Trump le Joe Biden hian khata khanin Joe Biden ha a che chele lutuka khata khanin Democrat ho kha an hlau thong to hrim ani chuti chuanin kami debate an nei na atanga kar la tamwak lo khanin Joe Biden ha an pai ta dei mai box amo.
Then, in the aftermath of an assassination attempt that helped elevate Donald Trump to hero status among his already fervent base, calls among Democrats for Biden to step aside reached a breaking point.
Donald Trump ka alum tum khan minan be to box ya khatianga ka alum an tum an lo cham le atang phei kha chuanin Republican ho kha an ron por na sa to mai sia ti chuanin Democrats ho lampangin mo a Democrat puite lampang khanin an tor thei to thlo lo ani chu wang chuanin Joe Biden hi bang to mai ro se an ron ti ni thudang lai chuanin nursing zirdu te tan hei thulom om deu oma entrance test ti angai lo mo tin entrance test ti angai lo ba ka direct admission ati thei mi pale mei chetan Vatsalaya Institute of Nursing and Paramedical Sciences Ranchi Jharkhand State hi Nursing Zirna Institute thar State Sarkar approved ania CFI mission ta ani mo lawai thlukru Institute thar ania wangin entrance test pe kangai lawa direct admission mi pale me chetan ati thei ani government hospital ne nan intaya pawangin practical ti na tan Sarkar hospital an mang thei vek don bok ani Shillonga po Vatsalya Nursing Institution hi GNM Zirnatan an nei boka Shillong ami hi chu kuminatanin seat a om to lo ani tin nakumatangin Shillong ami hianin BSc Nursing po azir thei to don boka Shillong an institute po hi an student feedback a tha emema an zirna a tha an ti a zirlai nu le pa te po an lo ani Vatsalya Institute tehi an state omna nursing council te hriat pui ni in state sarkar approved thlap ani boka chuwang chuanin asha chiang du tan chuanin heta number karon talan 7005532865 mo 600787 851 a hianin inlova call to panga inva bia khuna khanin Hmar channel nursing zirna advertisement kamwa inva tikewanga ti chuanin inlo in boy pui chunjom don ani ole tuna chuanin kan video reka kan le leang Joe Biden an pai tlat mai play chunjomang.
I'm sure the word unprecedented really does this justice. We have just never seen a political story like this.
Several stark moments during Biden's debate showdown with Trump on June 27th brought his age and mental acuity into question, even among his staunchest supporters.
Dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
A few members...
Khania om lo lu to kani kha wang tak khanin June ni som ni pasari ati tiro khata khanin debate an nei ni khami debate khanin Joe Biden kha chiet dan kha a over le lutuka chuwang chuanin Democrat so kha lau thon na me loin an lau thonga hetiang thil po hi thil thleng tura pomin an ngai lo ania tian ron thleng ta sia mi makti a hlo ani tuna hian.
The Congress came out pretty early after the debate performance. Then the Biden folks seemed to be trying to manage it. Biden did a bunch of calls with donors. He did some events. He did an interview on ABC.
And if you stay in and Trump is elected and everything you're warning about comes to pass, how will you feel in January?
I feel as long as I gave it my all and I did the goodest job as I know I can do. That's what this is about.
The president
Debate han a che chelu tuk kha anua interview te an nei pui vel ringota a che chiat na cover up tur khan mo amaro chu a thoklu tuk lem lo ni na lang hei tu na an ron drop le mak box ya.
Biden's struggles continued in the weeks following the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Oh.
He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky.
Ukraine president ka President Putin ani mi alawa amaro chu kha khata khanin tang slip phandi do nila soisual ani mi alawa amaro chu kha amang thei to chi alo mo kha debate atang khanin ache che chau chara kha apoi ta ni Joe Biden tan hian.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be Vice President.
After
Kha tu na po khan I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be Vice President. Boy, like Vice President le Trump soizom le rengo tatu na po khan mo mziom lo
the
lutuk.
debate went so badly, he had no margin for error at those events. Democrats and voters who were already worried about him and saw those appearances just did not find them reassuring enough to go forward.
Englawa debate han a che chelu tuka khami debate a che chia zo no tang kha chuanin che chele thei kha ni to lo ama ero chu a che che chho zel sia kha wanganin Democrats ho ngai po tha thei to
One
lo.
by one, top Democrats went public
Oh.
with their concerns.
Democrat ho tu te pon an ngai a that lo thu yan ziak top to mai news an ron tar lang.
The unrest also spread to the party's donors, including calls for Biden to step aside from Netflix founder Reed Hastings and actor George Clooney.
Kemi Democrats ho lampang ho tulu lampang atang po khanin an ngai a that lo thu le Joe Biden kha ban mai tur than ti thu han ron soi chho to ne hi July 30 chho bor vel ning ka sia.
The president forcefully pushed back on questions about his viability as a candidate in a closely watched press conference on July 11th.
I'm not in this for my legacy. I'm in this to complete the job I started.
Then,
July ni so pakhat atin ka sia ade ka lo tin chi lo thina ma se July ni so pakhat July 30 chho khata po khanin press conference ane ya ama soidan ta khachuanin na ka tan hi ka zo turani te po khana ti ve thawa a legacy ka maintain na tu mani.
on July 13th, the assassination attempt on Donald Trump galvanized his supporters.
July ni so patuma Donald Trump atha tum ania an hlo cham le awang khanin Donald Trump support tu te kha mo an in unite an in lungrol te mai ni an tang ho tha ta mai
An
ni.
energized GOP unified around the former president at the Republican National Convention the following week.
The contrast you saw was a very united Republican Party at a moment when the Democrats were very divided and struggling.
Democrats so an tal boy meka an mani party chunga ma an tal boy meka an tal boy lai khanin Republican ho kha kami Republican National Convention hal khogan ate pon koram po thler vel khamo kami huna khanin kan mu thei dan chuanin Republican ho kha anin lungrual tha chho boxia.
Meanwhile, in Las Vegas,
The president has been at many events, as we all know, and he just tested positive for COVID.
Joe Biden COVID low test positive la tlat
arriving
boxi.
in Delaware to self-isolate, Biden appeared to struggle to get into a car after disembarking from Air Force One. Democrat
Air Force One atanga achukla kar alon chho tur po khianin Joe Biden tangi chona harasa to ni hi video ron tilanga mo kar apo lut lei thei to lo tlat.
appeared to struggle to get into a car after disembarking from Air Force One. Democrat leaders, fearing steep losses in down-ballot congressional races, ramped up their efforts to oust Biden from the race.
Democrat shuai tu te khanin chak lo dan kha anasat lutuk al lo awangin Joe Biden kha presidential race atanga pai top mai kha athan ti taber ni na shiatani.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries pushed for Democratic officials to delay formally naming Biden as the party's nominee. People familiar with the matter told the Wall Street Journal.
Tlema an ho tulu te po khanin Joe Biden hi Democrat official nominee ani lo na tur khanin khami a nomination kha tlema han delay titlai ti khomuang ti khotlai tur khanin an ti top mai ani Donald Trump te khachu Republican National Convention a khanin Republican ho official nominee tanin an thlangveka an in lungrual takin an pomani khatiang kha an nilawa Democrat hon tal boy khop mai
Biden as the party's nominee. People familiar with the matter told the Wall Street Journal. Representative Adam Schiff became one of the highest profile Democrats to publicly call on Biden to bow out.
Good afternoon.
I'm not sure there was anything he could do.
Tunami po hi Democrats lampangan ho tuluberania he po hin Joe Biden kha bang turin ba na tha ron ti top mai ani an president hit low rem
Biden to bow out.
Good afternoon.
I'm not sure there was anything he could do after that debate. People were so shocked and scared, and the bottom just fell out very quickly on the money, and people couldn't unsee it. They saw what happened, and they were just so worried that something like that would happen again and cost them not just the White House, but also Congress.
Joe Biden at lut to ka wang khan at siat lut to ka wang khan Donald Trump ne nan in debate han mo kami wang han in Democrat so kha a lau thon na sa takin ang khata ni te me an lau thong lel to ka hi ti khin a thleng ta top mai ani.
Concerns about Biden's age and mental acuity are not new. They came up when he ran for president against Trump in 2019 at age 76.
You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
To buy in. If she qualifies
Are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago?
During
Joe Biden na kumle aril rulam pang he kumina che hianin ngai to manilawa kumsang ni som pakwa a Donald Trump ne na anin el cholai atang to khanin mitam tak chuanin enge an ngai mo thu tele an lo thon tu te kha an lo soi dai to ani kumsang ni som pakwa tang dai to khan kumsang ni som pakwa khanin kumsom sari parukvela nin ka hria tu da jong kumsom ria ta pel chho to dona.
Biden's years in the White House, his staff largely shielded the president from the media.
Compared to recent presidents, President Biden had done less interviews, he had done less lengthy press conferences, and there have been just less opportunities for the press to question him in a lengthy format.
Joe Biden na president like hian mo a staff te khianin Joe Biden na khi interview te press conference te ama chon theina tur tam tak laka khanin an humani tin press lampang pon Joe Biden na khi zona tur tam tak kha an zo theilo pha ani tiang hana lang deu ni mo
Age came under fresh scrutiny in February when the special counsel investigating Biden's handling of classified documents released a report in which he's described as a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
Joe Biden na hi kum upalam thil hriat na thato ovak lo wangin an chua hemi report a hian hi kum in February ani.
My memory is not good. My memory is fine. My memory, take a look at what I've done since I become president. None of you thought I could pass any of the things I got passed.
Joe Biden chuanin ka shiat reng na lampang hi lo thona tur lampang ani lo thona tur om love president kan in ho ka thil ti zong ta hi en ve ta chewa ti vatlet maya president Joe Biden po tangwa khop mai.
Less than a month before the June 27th debate, the Wall Street Journal reported, based on dozens of interviews, that the president had shown signs of slipping.
Democrats are looking not just at the presidency, but also whether they can hold the Senate and whether they could win back the House. The Republicans are very energized, they're very united, they're very clearly behind their candidate, and they're heading into the fall election season feeling really confident. And Democrats now have to go through a really tough thing. And maybe they come out the other side of that really unified, that they can get folks on board, that they can also be energized. But that's more of an open question right now.
Kha ani deu mai heta Republican ho ha an lungrol tel tera antang rol tel tiala an energy kha a feel the ani Democrats lampang khan lo tal buai rei to bias mi lo ngai to mai to ne Joe Biden hi Democrats represent turatan a thato lo tia ma de atanga lo pai dei to tur kha nia ma ro chu presidential race a antel tira alai lak loa an drop le an pai le dei boxia Democrats lampang hian in an tur viau theya amai ro chu Joe Biden a thlak tu tur hi mi thatak ania hey Kamala Harris te hi an ron soiria Joe Biden po hina support in ka she Kamala Harris mo poni se Kamala Harris te hi presidential candidate ron nia an in support thadviu chuanin an mani ta na Democrat so ta na thazong po khan thil kha ala thleng ve thei thawani ma se kha kha chu zona ala ni hria tu na chuan engpo ni se khatiang kha ani Donald Trump hi tu na hi chuanin Donald Trump hi a momentum hi a thra ka tia president aron ni le na tur hian kha kha tun tuma kan react thei te chu ni ole video le kan in hmule theu don nia in ti lo mom thine ka channel te in lo entry na ti chuanin kan soile du chu hei Vatsalya Institute of Nursing and Paramedical Sciences mo hemi Ranchi Jharkhand hianin admission direct in ati thaya entrance test pe kangai lova Institute tharania wang hianin soitong khanin entrance test pe kangai lova direct in admission ti thaya mi pale mei chetan admission ati thaya government hospital ne intaya pin an practical in ti na turpo sarkar hospital an mang thei vek don boka ti chuanin Shillong apo hianin Vatsalya hianin institute an nei ve thawani heta hianin GNM an zira ti chuanin na kuma tangin BSc nursing an zir thei to don boka Shillong institute ta zirmek zirlai te feedback hi atha an nu le pa te pon lom emema ti chuanin hemi institute nursing zirna institute omna state omna te hian an nursing council te khan mo hemi nursing zirna institute hi an hriat puya sarkar approved thlap ani boka ti chuanin hei hriatiang du tanin contact number hi kan ron tar chuaka chuanin invabiak huna khanin Hmar channel nursing zirna advertisement kalau muwa invite ke wanga ole hati zong kha tun tum video an ron ti chua thei te chu ni